You're gonna love it. It's going to be so yummy. Hi there, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Maria. Today I'm making a yogurt apple loaf. It's a dessert. For the topping, I'm going to put some delicious caramel and oats. You're gonna love it. It's going to be so yummy. So stick around, come with me into the kitchen and let's get busy. I'm in the kitchen, I've got everything out that we will need to make this delicious yogurt apple loaf cake. We will need some Greek yogurt, butter, olive oil, vegetable oil, apples, lemon, baking soda, baking powder, vanilla extract, some salt, nutmeg, cinnamon, flour, cream, oats, brown sugar, white sugar, 3 eggs, and of course a loaf pan. I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to grab a bowl. I'm going to start off with the apples. We're going to peel them and cube them into small cubes. All right, let's get busy. So I've gone ahead and I've got about 4 cups of the chopped up apples. Granny Smith would be best for this recipe. I'm using Gala. So I peeled them and cored them and chopped them up in small bite-sized pieces, okay? In this bowl, I've added the olive oil and the vegetable oil, 3 eggs, the vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and 1.5 cups of the yogurt. And we're gonna whisk this together. It's very easy to make this cake, and it's a quick cake. Quick as far as getting everything together. So I'm gonna stir that first and then add the sugar. It's been a busy morning. Now, can't believe it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Time sure flies when you're having a good time, doesn't it? I made Alan and I our lunch. I made nice chicken cutlets. It was delicious. All right, so we've got all that combined, and then I'm gonna place our white sugar. Now keep stirring it until you don't hear that granular sound against your bowl. It doesn't take long, 30 seconds to a minute maybe. That sounds good to me. Put that aside. Now in this bowl, I've got the cinnamon, the baking soda, the baking powder, the salt, the flour, and I'm just gonna give this a quick stir. Mix that well. Alan and I are gonna head out once this cake is baked. We have an appointment. It's actually for Alan. He chipped one of his fillings in his teeth, and so we've got an appointment. And we might just videotape that ride. Why not? Add our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. Our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients, or vice versa. I'm doing it this way because this bowl is just larger. Get that all nicely mixed together. Today it's overcast, but it's still I can still see blue skies. It's a little cool today for this time of year. So I'm not sure what's going on. We go from hot weather to, when I say cool, I'm talking 20, 21 degrees, which for this time of year it is cool. It's May right now. All right, so we're gonna get that all mixed together and ready for our baking. Last thing we're gonna do is just add the apples. Just get that all mixed together nicely. Scrape the bowl on the sides and the bottom. Make sure everything's well mixed together. You don't want any lumps. You don't need a mixer, electric mixer for this. You can just do what I'm doing. And again, great exercise for the arm. When I talk about my right arm, I had surgery and I'm supposed to be doing my physio, which I do. So doing a little bit of this workout with, you know, stirring and cutting is really, really good for me. All right, that looks amazing. It's nice and creamy looking. I don't see any lumps in there, and that's what you want. Then we will take our 4 cups of cubed apple and just fold that in there. And this will be ready for our loaf pan and for the oven. My oven is it? Yeah, it's ready to go. Now, yes, baby, tastes delicioso. Hopefully I forgot all about my microphone, so I didn't have it charged, so I'm not using my microphone today, so hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. Doesn't that look amazing? So creamy. In this bowl here, I have the brown sugar and cinnamon, which I'll mix, and then add our melted butter. I'll have all the ingredients, measurements in the link down below, so not to worry. This is a single batch. When I make this cake, I usually try to double, because I usually make an extra for a friend of mine. They absolutely love this cake. All right, so that's ready. I'm gonna grab our loaf pan that I've lined with parchment paper. We're gonna pour half of the batter. It's only half. Start off with half. And then I'm going to drizzle half of this. The sugar, the brown sugar, the cinnamon and butter. And then top it off with the remaining sorry about that background noise. That's the hot water on demand. Okay. Can't resist. Now, the rest of that, we're just I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit at the top, not too much. Finding this pan is a little smaller than I hope it to be. Just be careful when you do this part. Sometimes it's more than, yeah, the pan's definitely too small. I must have grabbed the wrong pan. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna place that in a 350 degrees preheated oven And we're going to bake it for between 40 and 45 minutes. Halfway, well maybe not halfway, but I'd say 10 minutes before the timer is up. You want to check it for, in the middle, just poke if you have a wooden skewer, just dab it in the center and check to see if it's ready. If not, use just a pointy knife. That's what I use sometimes, and it works every time. So it's going in the oven, and then once it comes out, we have one last step to do. All right, so my loaf is baked. Took a little bit longer. Again, I'm still iffy with my oven. It's a hit and miss with my electric oven. I'm used to using a gas stove oven, but it's cooked. So I'll tell you what I'll do next is preparing the caramel for the topping. So let me show you. So there's my loaf. I had a little spillage on the side, not too bad. And I just kind of, well, that was me picking at it, couldn't resist. So it's been completely cooled, and I'm gonna go ahead and make the caramel. I'm gonna start off with a cup of sugar. Oops, and turn that on to a medium-low. We have our wooden spoon. Whenever I make caramel or anything that's sugar, melting of sugar, I always try to put the pot at the back burner because it could get hazardous. So we're gonna melt that down. We're gonna add probably 4 tablespoons of butter, and then I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of cream to make our caramel. So I'm working away on getting the caramel ready. It takes patience, but it'll get there. Just gotta keep stirring it. So I've transferred my cake into this glass platter. It's a very dense cake, if you can imagine. The apples and the sugar cinnamon butter in between and on top. It's a little burnt on the one side, but I wouldn't say too bad. It'll be fine. Just turn this down a bit. It's smoky. Don't worry if you still have a few little clumps in there. To this, we're gonna add butter. And then the last thing we're going to do is add the cream. And just be careful when you're adding the cream. You don't want it to splash. Just keep mixing it away. At this point, I'll get the whisk. The whisk works best at this stage of the caramel. The butter and the melted sugar is well combined. I'll show you what that looks like before we add the cream. Just turning up the flame a bit. Gently add the cream. And you have the caramel. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do is just add a few flakes of oats. I'm just going to pour that on top. And we're done with our delicious apple yogurt caramel loaf. Super yummy. So what you do, just let it ooze. It'll make its way around. It will drip to the sides. Let it cool down completely before you start slicing it up. And there you have it. Yummy, baby. Can't wait to dig in. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you try out this delicious yogurt apple cake. It really is, it's really nice cake. You don't have to add the caramel topping if you don't want. You can do just a drizzle if you'd like, of just plain old icing sugar with a bit of vanilla extract and maybe a couple of teaspoons of milk. That works nice too. But for me today, I've decided the caramel with the oatmeal. Sorry, the oats, not the oatmeal, the oats, just to give it a little bit of a change. Anyhow, thanks for watching. For those of you who subscribe, thanks for being here. And those who are just seeing this for the first time, I hope you enjoyed that and I hope you become a subscriber. And if you'd like to do that, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for future videos. Thank you again, and till next video, take care.